Okay, so here's another video. Now, this video is going to be a little bit, fuck it. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna announce it. I'm just gonna say what I mean to say. So, I'm gonna talk about cancel culture. If you know me now, and you already know where this is going. You know me now, you know that I'm a really open-minded person. You know that I'm really conscious of, or at least I try to be conscious of people on certain marginalized group. The LGBTQ, racists that are minorities in general, and people who are oppressed, right? So why do I say this? Well, not so long ago, not so long ago, damn, time flies. Well, a while back, I used to have a transgender friend. She was starting her treatment, her hormone treatment, and honestly, you would get it when you're talking with her, right? The way the conversation flows, the way that they are, the way that just who they are, is this type of people that you know without them telling you that they are transgender, right? That the gender that they are does not match your body. Well, she used to tell me that she wanted to be she wanted to be a suicide girl, for instance, and I will tell her, no, you can't be a suicide girl because you're a guy, and you will always be a guy no matter what you do. That's me in the past, right? That's me being stupid. That same woman, fuck, damn it. This is not easy to say because it's, it's bad. It's not something I'm proud of at all. So she was really artistic. I mean, I'm not sure she even knew that what she was doing was pretty nice and pretty artsy, but that's beyond the point. The point is that she made this plushies type of thing, and they were agender aliens, and I was like, no, there's no such thing as agender. Everybody has a gender, when I knew back then that even in nature there are animals that can be either or gender. And well, the point is that I was a dick to this person, man. I don't talk to this person, and after thinking about this a while ago, I know why there was a distrust that made me uncomfortable, to the point where this person thought that I could hurt them, that I could physically hurt them real bad, and that this person was like, oh no, I'm ready for it, blah blah blah, she was ready for it. And I was honestly hurt when I heard that, really, because why would she think that I would do anything violence against her when she was my friend. At that time, I didn't understand, and I criticized them for it, right? And, I thought that she was a bad person because, she would think those things of me. But now I understand why. The distrust. I was being an asshole. Right? But that was me before. That was me without experiencing and processing things like I do right now. So imagine if somebody, let's just say I tweeted these things, right? Imagine that I tweeted these things, right? Imagine that I tweeted things like I used to really think of gender roles, and a woman should, is physically and emotionally built to be in the house, and a man is supposed to be this, and a woman is supposed to be that. Imagine if I posted all of that crap on Twitter or any social media, but Twitter seems to be the go-to, right? Imagine if I were judged now by something I no longer believe in. Imagine if I were judged now and my character thought of the same way after I have changed, after I've changed those views, after I myself am pro changing those views on people. But you know what? If you cancel somebody, right, in the future because of what they did in the past when they had another mindset, right? I'm not saying that what I did was right. I'm not saying that it was justified. I'm saying that you have somebody right now who is teaching people, who understands that some people are plainly ignorant, and it doesn't come from necessarily, it doesn't come because, how do I say this? It doesn't come out and it stays like that. It doesn't come out permanently, It is something that you can change. I've changed it. And I'm from Puerto Rico, and believe it or not, here in Puerto Rico there's a lot of homophobia, right? But I decided to change my views, and I've decided to become a better person. So when you do this, when you go, you reach back and you use this to cancel somebody, to silence somebody, you don't know that you're probably silencing a voice that was speaking for you, like my case. Now, when I hear somebody say these things, right, I get a little bit agitated sometimes. I do. I'm not gonna lie, because I see that they're hurting people, and most of anybody dislike when someone is hurting another person, right? But I take my time. I sit down with the person. I tell them, look, this is how I view things. This is how I came to realize this. This is how I came to realize that. And this is basically how you can be a better person, right? So I sit down and I talk to people. I don't just scream at them. I don't just cancel them, because when you eliminate somebody from any conversation, when you eliminate somebody from these things, you alienate them. You miss a chance, an opportunity to change these people's mind. And when somebody and it has a lot of impact when somebody like me that used to think those things, they used to believe those things, right? Then, man, that has a weight. That has a weight. It has a weight where, it can lead somebody who is in that mindset to think, let me see what this person is saying. Because honestly, you have no idea that just how we associate with like-minded people, we believe that this bubble is the majority, but it's not. I know people who are homophobic. I know people who are transphobic. Fuck, I forgot to pay the whatever. And there's a lot of people who are. There's a big group of people who are. But if they try to just explain their ideals, and you scream at them and you shut them out, and you don't say, look, you're wrong. You're hurting people. This is what you're doing, and this is how you can change it. Right? These are my points. Then you're closing yourself, and you're leaving those people in the same bubble that they've been living in. Right? So it's hard. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy to sit down and calmly explain something like that, because now I have people in my life that are in the LGBTQ community. I have people in my life who are women. I have people in my life which have been severely hurt by these gender stereotypes. I have people in my life where I've seen the damage that these things have done. I kind of lost track here, but the point is, okay, I got it. It's not easy. Now, some people are just hateful because they're hateful, all right? Some people are assholes because they are assholes. And you cannot change their mind, and they decide to be bigoted. And I understand ostracizing those people from your group. And I'm for it, right? I'm for it. I really am for it. Some people, there's people where I plainly don't talk to because of that, right? It's just that you gotta understand that there's a big cultural component to this, and you are raised like this. You are raised to believe these things, especially here in Puerto Rico and all these America Latina places, and it affects men too, because I've seen men go through pretty heinous shit, and whenever they want to talk about it, they're just disregarded. Maybe they won't tell you man up because it's not socially acceptable, but they will diminish what you're going through because you're a man, right? There's men in abusive relationships, and I've heard this, you let a woman treat you like this? is, don't cancel people, one, for what they did years ago, when what they do now is completely different. The way they are, they're completely different. There's a song that I like. It's called Cocaine and Evil. And it said something that really touched me, because, you know, I've been the bad guy many times. And it says, but I refuse to believe that I have to be the same man that I was born when I die. You know? There's change that can occur, and by canceling these people, you're doing a disfavor. You know? And as I said, it's not that you should tolerate intolerance, right? When somebody's just being a fucking asshole. No, you don't have to, right? But talk to people who you know are worth it, people who you know in the core are good people, and they're there for their loved ones, and they're good people. They're good members of our society, you know. So yeah. Now, I'm not against canceling. I already said this. Fuck it. I'm repeating myself. So yeah, this is my morning thoughts. Over and out.